There you go. It's us. I'm going to keep looking down here instead of up there.
I'm going to look right
at
the camera, making eye contact.
Ooh. I wonder if you can hear it. Did we do that before and I got a bunch of feedback? That was pretty cool.
Do you have the mic shut off in that?
That's what we're going to find out. I should just hit like, what is this here? That's headphones. See, I don't know how to navigate through my own computer because I don't use it enough. So I'll just type microphone setup. No. What the hell? We're closed. I don't know.
You'd have to check it.
I guess. Let's check it.
Chickadee check.
There's our page. Oh shit, it's unlisted.
It's on.
So I gotta put in the. Boom. Nope, that was wrong. Try it one more time. Oh, I just want to paste it, not paste to go. You mother. That must be a new option, paste and go. Or I just never use it. Must be a new option, paste and go. Or I just
Okay, so there's sound.
Works. Hey, it looks pretty good too. New option, paste and go. Or I just never use it.
Sound.
Works.
I don't ever think I look good.
You're just amazing. All right. I hope we're not crushing shit. Yep, I'm ready. I'm good to go. Hello. Now somebody else should type on the screen so I can see if it works.
Podcasters of the Universe, episode 61!
61!
Wow. Dude.
We
were supposed to record yesterday.
And we didn't.
We didn't.
Yeah.
And so now we're recording today.
Yeah.
And it's so cool because we got tons of Motu news.
We did that before too. I don't know when it was, like a couple months back or something. Like we missed it by a day or something, and then it was like boom, some news dropped. I think it was the new TV show, the new cartoon.
Probably.
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, somehow the goddess worked with us.
Listen, kids, it pays to be lazy.
Yeah.
It pays to be late. It pays to be tardy.
Yes. Always procrastinate because you get stuff done.
Put it off.
Yep.
Why do today what you can do tomorrow?
Or maybe next week.
Or next week. Whatever.
Yeah.
Kick that can down the road.
So yeah, we did that, and some news came out about it. I mean, in that time, I can't talk. All right, that'll be the shit tonight. Is I can't talk.
You swore
I know.
already.
I'm done.
Everything's blown.
Yeah, it's over. We're done. We're done for.
Shut it down.
That's gonna be the crappy
show. We're done for tonight.
Yep.
Everybody, and we'll see you around the universe. Well, that was the shortest show we've ever done.
It was probably Yeah, that's the shortest. We can make a shorter one.
Could we?
Yeah, if I just open it up right with a swear, and maybe a couple tears. That really is a good song. Somebody was talking about the episode, the dual episode, the part 1 and part 2 of that
Oh,
record.
man, a lot of people love that. I love that.
I do too.
I want to do another record.
So do I. But are they going to be as majestic and
No,
awesome as that one?
Nothing could beat that one.
See, it's like we started off at the tippy top, at the peak, and then.
But I still think there's some joy to be had with the other ones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm pretty. It is something I've been wanting to do. There's a lot of things I've been wanting to do.
Yeah, why not? I mean, we don't have to completely follow format every time, right? We could just throw some wacky curveballs in there.
We can do whatever we want.
We're the leaders of this show.
Heck, we talked about Thundercats.
Yeah. If you guys are patrons of ours, patrons of the universe, then you will have gotten access to our little sideshow called the Podcasters of the Universe. But we talked about Thundercats, and last time we talked about Ninja Turtles with Mr. Rodriguez.
We did.
Yeah.
Thundercats. What do we do next? What's our next Patreon little episode going to be?
Cops.
Cops?
Yeah.
I have to dig out some cops.
Yeah. Fighting crime at a future time.
Yeah.
No, back to Cops. That show was awesome. That intro is super cool too.
The intro is really upbeat. It's got that same pacing like Thundercats.
Cops. So awesome. I want to make a cover album, like a metal album of just like theme songs from.
Well, why don't you?
I should. Because, well, remember earlier we were talking about procrastination?
Yeah.
Sometimes like, well, I would like to record tonight,
Yeah.
but instead I'll just have some Oreos and fall asleep in the chair.
Sounds great.
So anyway, here we are. We're back. Speaking of the Thundercats episode,
Yeah.
how were we able to do that without seeing each other face to face, Steve?
We used Skype.
It's so cool. We're
It's like
we're
we're like 15 years late.
exactly. We're like, whoa, what's this new thing? That was fun. But we sat in our own houses. Not that we're gonna continue to do that every single time or something, but does give us a better option with some good sound, and we can throw some extra little episodes out like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It could be like, I'm bored. I wonder if Jeremy has 20 minutes.
yeah. Well, I'm on the can, but yeah, let's talk.
Yeah.
So did that. I was on Fans of Power.
I know. I saw you.
Yeah, that was
And I
fun.
heard you.
Yeah,
It was great.
My voice was represented by my face.
Yeah.
No,
Were they better than me?
nothing could ever top you, baby.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I was worried. I didn't like it. I was all jealous.
They reached out to me. We're like, hey, you want to just talk and go over some stuff? And I'm like, all right. So I did, and it was fun. And I've been friends with Joe for years, and I don't really know Nathan very well, but I've actually been talking to him the most lately.
Yeah.
He's a fun dude. I like him. So that was fun being on there. I think it actually turned a couple people our way too. So
Well, that's good.
yeah,
I'm glad. I'm
pretty
happy.
fun. So they want to do a crossover episode with you as well.
That's great. You know what I'm
Together.
going to do?
Huh.
I'm going to get a mask.
Oh,
But it's going to be the other Modulok head.
That's brilliant. That is so brilliant.
And I'm going to pretend nobody knows what I look like.
So
I'm going to totally steal Joe's gift.
I was gonna say Joe doesn't even listen to our show. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
think.
Most intelligent people don't.
No.
That means I just called all our
Yeah,
listeners dumb.
everybody just went. Yep. Well, stop listening to those guys. We had a day off and we're all discombobulated and stuff, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine because we have some cool things to talk about. So what do you think? What have you been up to? Do you want anything
Gosh,
exciting?
you know, I can't think of anything exciting, really. I've just been working, and my kids have been sick. I got sick.
Ugh. That's going around,
It is. There's all kinds of stuff.
Everyone's going off about this corona thing, and I'm like, nope, the flu is what's nailing everybody.
Like, what's the big deal? Everybody gets hangovers from drinking too much Corona. Isn't that?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. I don't know. So, anyways, yeah. I haven't even opened up all my Filmation figures.
That's insane.
A couple of them, though. I opened up Stratos. He looks really good in a flight stand.
Yeah.
I put him in a flight stand. And I opened up Modulok. And that is... Oh, and then Prince Adam. I got 3 more to go.
Yeah.
Pacing myself.
It's pretty exciting.
And I was happy to see. Oh, I was so happy to see. I think we were like the first ones. There, as far as I know, there was very few, if any, reviews out of those figures when we did it.
Oh,
we like got them that day and did them.
Yeah.
And so remember how we couldn't figure out that blast from Shadow Weaver?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I see Pixel Dan posts after us. We didn't post a video; it was just audio. Well, we did kind of do a video.
We Facebooked it.
Facebook Live.
Yeah.
But I saw Pixel Dan's video came out of Shadow Weaver, and I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna watch his video, and I'm gonna see how dumb we were because we couldn't figure out that blast effect.
Right. Yeah.
He don't know either.
Really?
And then he even said he's watched other reviewers and they don't know. So then I went down and I watched a couple other reviews. I can't find anybody who knows what to do with that thing.
Wow.
So I feel great.
I feel great. I'm not the only moron out there. No, actually, I think maybe it's missing a hole or something.
And Pixel Dan said something about that. It would work really well if it had a hole in the end of it and it kind of stuck onto her finger.
Yeah.
But
I think maybe that was the intention, but
I don't know.
That's weird. So, somebody should ask them. Why has no one asked?
Should. They should.
Maybe
but Brian Flynn would probably just give us the, hey, they're fine. It's a good blast. I gave you a good blast effect. Remember that?
Yeah. Did you Conan people are kind of upset right now.
Why?
I think it's the comic version or something.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be shipping soon.
Okay.
But they got their stock from the factory, and like I guess they're not saying exactly what, but like the box is wrong basically. Like there's something wrong with it, so they have to ship it all back so they can fix it, and then they're gonna send it back here. So they're talking like June or July.
Oh wait, heck yeah, that's gonna take forever.
But they did say they're gonna throw in an extra like bloody sword and like something else. So like a couple extra accessories just to wait for a little while longer. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm used to waiting.
Yeah, I know. So some people are pretty up in arms, like, I'm fed up with this. I'm like, oh man, just forget about that you're even getting figures.
Yeah.
And then when they show up on your doorstep, bonus.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you got enough stuff waiting out there, you just never know what's gonna show up.
Exactly.
Between me ordering Mythic Legions like a year in advance,
right,
and then all the Super 7 stuff that's going on,
yeah,
and then I do these. I got pre-orders in on 112 figures. I never know what the heck's gonna. Every day I get home from work, I look at because when I pull in my driveway, I can't quite see my front door. And I kind of peek around the door like something might be there. And every now and then there is something there. And I'm like, what the hell is this?
Dude, exactly. Every single time I pull down my road, I'm like, I get a little antsy, little drool in the side of my mouth. And all of a sudden I'm pulling up and I'm like, ooh, there's a box. Like, what is it? I forget what I order. Sometimes I buy stuff from people on Facebook. Sometimes I'm on Amazon.
I forgot I ordered figures with Travis.
Oh.
Like my movie figures, my William Stout collection.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't I have a shipping? Everybody's getting these figures. I'm not one that checks for my shipping all the time. So, but after 2 weeks goes by and I've got nothing showing up, I start looking. Well, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I got my shipping notice, and I'm like, I don't have nothing from Super 7. You got yours. I still didn't have a shipping notice. And then I called Travis and I'm like, did you get a shipping notice? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, you think there's a chance I ordered with you? He doesn't even remember. He's like, yeah, I don't know, but I sure got a lot of them. And I'm like,
yeah, then I definitely ordered with you for sure. Yeah. Oh, it's terrible. Oh well. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, first world. Yeah. It shows how detached from real problems I am.
So what do you think? You want to get into some news?
Heck yeah, I do. I'm so excited.
All right. Wait for you to hit that.
Yeah, well, just give me a second here. Jeremy, it's time for you to tell me the news.
I will tell you the news. Well, let's just spit it out right here, huh? Masters of the Universe will release on Netflix. This was from discussingfilm.com, and I believe there's a couple other things.
I never lost hope. I knew this movie was locked tight.
Yeah.
I knew that there was no way this wasn't going to happen. I've known it for years.
Yeah. You're the almighty Steven.
If you heard me on other podcasts saying otherwise, I was lying just to make you feel
he was fibbing
better about yourself.
Yeah. I'm still like not holding my breath, but I mean, when they announced, okay, we got some news a while back that it was like they're thinking about it, and then all of a sudden Sony's like, we're taking it out. And you're like, well, there's only one other option. Well, there's two options. It's not going to happen, or Netflix. And
well, I was privy to a little bit of news which I can't repeat.
Okay.
I'm not going to repeat where I got it from.
Okay.
But it was like the day before they announced it was dead. I found out something that made it seem like it wasn't dead.
Okay.
And then it was like, okay, so I got this hope, I got this news that I can't talk about. That it was like, oh, well, it doesn't sound like it's completely dead. And then like the day later, it's completely dead. And now I find out it's back. So that news I got might have it did have a glimmer of hope in it.
It might have not until we got this information literally today. So, I mean, I don't know what else I could really say. Then I mean, it's already. We kind of knew it was going to hopefully happen that way, I guess.
I did not know that it was going to happen.
Well, I felt it in my heart of hearts that it would probably go to Netflix, just because Netflix has those other two right now. They're losing Disney stuff. I don't know if Warner Brothers already has their own thing, but I think Warner Brothers will be, if not, I heard they're going to have their own channel or whatever the hell it is. But so basically, like Netflix would have nothing. They got She-Ra already. They got a couple He-Man things. Like,
it makes sense.
Yeah.
And Noah is he's very in with Netflix.
Yeah.
It's kind of where most of his stuff is on Netflix. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. And Mattel, like doing that huge push, I don't think they'd be like.
And that's the other piece of the pie is I thought. There's always those naysayers that every time they cancel the movie, every time you hear news of canceling, you get about 100 people going, "I'm glad, I knew it."
Yeah.
I won't believe it until I'm sitting in the theater and I got popcorn in my mouth and I gotta go to the bathroom. I won't believe it till then, right then.
Right.
There's always that guy that's on there, and I get it. I mean, I don't think that's unfounded to feel that way at all, but because of the history, but. I don't know where I was going with that thought. And I was going to blank out. There you go.
This
doesn't happen very often. I wasn't going.
The history?
No, people will say that that's not going to happen. Oh, there I go. I got it back. Okay. But I didn't feel that way exactly this time because of the toys, because of being at PowerCon, because of the big push.
Yes.
When they said that, when they're, I mean, it's a pretty big line that, we saw at PowerCon, and I think it wasn't a secret. Everybody saw this stuff. They're doing a Sky Sled. They're doing, quite a few figures. They had. This isn't a small release that they're planning from what it looks like, and from what they just told us. They're like, no, this is going to be big.
Yeah.
So with the figures, 2 cartoons coming out, you're like, it's got to be a movie coming.
Exactly.
It's
And
gotta be.
and they were saying it will happen. Now, I realize that things do change, but with all that stuff building up, the figures coming out, them stopping other companies from making things, like they are really focused and they are going to shove it down everybody's throat.
Yeah.
One last time, you
Yeah.
know, unless it somehow, you know, gets very popular. But, you know, so
Yeah.
anyway, I mean, none of us, I guess, really knew.
No,
but
nobody
we all-
really
we
knew.
hoped, I guess, or even I don't know, because you know I'm a little trepidatious because it could suck. Somebody said,
Probably
"Well,
will.
that's fine. It can suck on Netflix rather than in the theater." I'm like, well, I mean, I guess maybe, but I don't know. I'm excited.
I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff on Netflix.
Yeah.
And if they could just, you know,
I don't know what direction they go, but man, that some of that Marvel stuff was really good. Not all of it, but you know,
yeah,
Punisher and Daredevil and stuff
Punisher
like
and
that.
Daredevil were fantastic.
Yeah.
I even liked the first season of Jessica Jones. After that, she kind of lost me. But,
Yep.
And I actually like Luke Cage too.
First season of that I liked. I never saw the whole second, but
Yeah.
Iron Fist. But anyway, so I mean they have that. This could be like their property, and you know this huge thing. Hopefully it's successful. I mean, like you said, Noah is kind of already Netflix's darling in a way. So
Totally.
because it didn't say anything about changing directors or anything like that. It said the Nee brothers are still supposed to be staying on and stuff like that. It's supposed to. That says the film is currently projected for a late 2021, early 2022 release. So it's pushed back, obviously, for obvious reasons, but obviously.
Yeah.
Obliviously.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
It was
Isn't it obvious? Don't you think?
oh, wow.
Yeah, that's going to be my parody.
Wow.
Yeah. But, I mean, you see why. Sony, they're scared. They don't want to lose their money.
No.
But then that makes you wonder if, like, they're still going to, like, I guess if, like, Goyer is... I don't know how all that stuff works. Like, because I think David Goyer is still on there, but is, like, he just his own thing, or does he like, a Sony thingy? Or I have no idea how this works. I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to speculate because I have no idea.
When it gets into this part of the stuff, we should just sign off.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
We're out.
Yeah.
Basically, there you go. Netflix, that's where it's going as of this date right now. So,
Absolutely.
okay. Next news says Scare Glow. Mattel has released a video on their social media showing off their Masters of the Universe Origins Scare Glow figure, complete with a rocking metal soundtrack. Not much info is given other than the essentials, like how he looks and what accessories he'll have, and that he'll be released in 2020. But he looks pretty cool.
He does.
I like it. He's very glowy.
He's very scare glowy.
Yes, he's scary and glowy.
He's the epitome of scare glowy.
His cape looked really nice.
Yeah.
Nice fabric cape there, and
I can't wait for these toys.
I know.
I want them now. I'm still gonna wait so long.
Well, it's this year.
And yeah, but it's only
Okay.
February.
No, don't look at it that way, Steve. Listen. Yeah, it was just January, but think about it. February is the shortest month, so that makes it close to March already. March starts with MA. Guess what other month starts with MA? May. So they're pretty much the same also. What's close to May? Summer. What's close to summer? Fall. It's going to be fall in no time. We're going to have these figures in our hands.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is like tomorrow.
We're getting these figures tomorrow, dude.
I gotta start checking my stores.
So there. And to piggyback on that, we got some news. I believe it was today as well. Today or yesterday. From He-Man.org. It says leaks from the German Toy Fair closed door setup. No pics so far, just descriptions. Figures. Ready? Check this out. This is for the Origins line.
All right.
They're saying that they've seen some out there.
Okay.
They've talked about them, but they can't disclose anything other than Wave 1, He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Beastman.
Love it.
Wave 2, Tila, Evelyn, Orko. Wave-
Tila, Evelyn, just 3 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of a bummer.
Who knows? Yeah. Well, you know.
I'll take it.
Okay, all right, good. I'm happy. Wave 3, Scareglow, Manny Faces, Merman.
Any faces?
Yeah.
Merman.
Yeah. Wave 4, Trapjaw, Stratos, Triclops, and Stinkor.
Stinkor, yes.
Yeah, they're really pushing for Stinkor to get out there. Kevin Smith said him a million times, and now he's going to be
He's
one
going to
of...
smell like patchouli. I know it.
He will. Wave 5, Webstore, Fisto, Mossman, and Roboto.
Boss man.
Yeah, Moss.
I'm just repeating one of them every
Yeah.
time you say it.
Wave 6, Jitsu, Battle Armor, O-U-R, Battle Armor He-Man, Buzz Off, and Clawful.
Wouldn't it be cool if Jitsu has got a vac metal hand?
Yes, it would. That'd be cool. Man, they should have Fisto with a vac metal hand.
His origin, it would be cool. I'd take it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They should have one that is and one that isn't. You could pop it out.
Yeah,
Boom.
swappable.
Yes. And Jitsu would have one that's not vac metal too. So that way he can have a swappable and then they can
Jitsu
share.
was always vac metal. He should just have vac metal.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't want the other option? They should
No.
just have a normal hand.
I would never use the other option for Jitsu.
Really? Yeah, you're probably right. Good call.
Yeah.
Although I probably would put one on if it was Fisto.
I probably would too, but then I'd be like, but I want his classic look, so I need to throw it on here. I'm going to have more than one fist.
Yeah, just buy 2.
So
And also, this was kind of interesting. A mail-away faker.
love that idea.
Yes, mail-away figures.
You think it's going to be like it takes like 6 to 8 weeks to get it, and I'll run out to my mailbox every day?
Every day, yeah. Spelling out Ovaltine or drink your Ovaltine. Yes, that's going to be so cool. It's also probably going to make him a little more rare than the other ones, huh? Since not everybody's going to buy everything and get that mail away. Who knows? Because I don't know how it is. You know, if you collect like, you know, Ninja Turtles had pizza points.
Yeah.
You collect all those up and you could turn them in for free stuff. And it'd be so cool. They would have like, I don't know what they would be.
I'm going to get so many mail away fakers.
Yeah. I'm going to get all the mail away fakers. That's great. Also, vehicles. I guess Battle Cat is considered a vehicle here. Sky Sled with Prince Adam, which we knew about. Panther with fur. Wind Raider. Battle Ram.
They didn't say flock. They said with fur.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be like longer.
Like a sheepdog. They just have like this really long hair.
They probably just mean flocked,
Probably.
but they don't say that.
No. Also, Zodak on silver floating chair platform.
I want to see that.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you look at the Castle Grayskull throne in the old toys, it looks almost exactly like that throne in the cartoon.
Yeah.
But with like a couple changes, and it does have like a platform. So, yeah.
And it really floats.
It really floats.
How are they going to pull that off?
I don't know. Magic. Also, shop exclusives. I don't know what that means exactly, but it says 2-pack of Beastman and Merman. Like He-Man 2-pack, they have a vintage toy head and a new toy head. 4 hands and more weapons. Yellow trident and wooden axe, plus normal weapons. Merman head looks like old mini comic. Kind of cool.
That is pretty cool. That's like a deluxe figure.
Yes, like, yeah. Tila and Man-at-Arms 2-pack. Tila has blonde hair head and vintage head, sword and spear and shield, 4 hands on each. Man-at-Arms has vintage toy head and new toy head. Brown cape, okay, mace, sword, and gun. Man-at-Arms looks like more paint on him. Boxes are window style like Battle Cat with art on top. Convention exclusive. Skeletor Keldor 2-pack. Has open comic like last year's set. Skeletor looks painted differently and has vintage toy head. 6 hands and different sword with power sword. Keldor has purple cloth vest, sword, and cape with bone harness and extra hands.
That's cool.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
I think I'm going to try to buy all the toys.
Like every single thing.
Yeah, like go to like a store and buy all of them.
Oh, okay.
All of these,
Yeah.
just because I want the line to succeed.
Yeah, right.
I think I'm going to sell my house and just invest in toys.
Why not? These are. I am. The more I hear about this, the more I'm like, oh my god, I'm 4 years old again.
I know, it's really cool, but I'm really scared.
That we won't get it all.
No, well,
That it will fail.
I'm scared that I'm going to walk in there and it's just going to be a full rack of. It's going to be like those darn wrestling rings,
Yeah.
and they're going to be sitting there, and I'm going to be like, nobody's buying these but me. Me and Jeremy were here.
Yeah.
I took one of each. He took one of each. And nobody has touched them.
Yep.
And
That will be very disheartening.
And I'll be like, he's selling. I'm scared.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's definitely going to get us old dudes.
Yeah, they will. But how many of us live in our town?
Like us, 8. I don't know. 7. but seriously, there's not a lot. There is for this particular area, but I mean that's just our area here. Like I don't know how the rest of the whole United States is going to be with these, or even around the world. I don't
know. It scares me, but I'm still going to try to enjoy it the most I can.
Yeah, get everything. I mean, they have plans, but
they have all these plans.
That's what would suck too if like we get 2 waves and they're like, nope, we're done.
Yeah, canceled.
Ugh.
The next wave's going to 5 below, and then we're done.
Yeah. Oh. Oh god, that would suck. But this is like check this out too though. Castle Grayskull under consideration.
Yeah.
Looks like the classics one, but with old paint job with black on the face, less items included. I don't like we kind of said before, I don't know that you need a Castle Grayskull.
What does that mean? Does that mean
so like
they use the same mold? Like it is the big classics one?
Oh god, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
But with less stuff.
Yeah, with less stuff and then like the spray paint like the vintage toy. I would think they would downscale it, but that would be pretty
It actually is a really good size.
Oh my god. I mean it's perfect for those figures.
Yeah. For those figures it's really a good a really good size.
I don't need another Castle Grayskull.
I do.
I mean, there's plenty of people that will totally jump on this, and I probably will, but I don't need it. But I want it.
I mean, they've already got.
I'm so weak.
If they already got the tooling done, and they mass produce it, they could probably sell that for $100.
Yeah.
With less stuff and a quick spray paint job.
Dude. All right, well, we just bought one already. Hopefully they make this damn thing. So, of course, it says take all of this with a grain of salt and maybe file it under rumor for now, but it seems pretty legit. According to reports in Masters of the Universe Facebook groups, Mattel has finally shown up with Masters of the Universe product at the Nuremberg Toy Fair. Unfortunately, the exhibits shown are intended only for the eyes and the ears of the trade audience. However, the report goes on to say that's why we can only tell you after our tour, start saving.
Well,
so
when is our toy fair? Like next week?
It's soon, right?
Yeah,
it's got to be real soon.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna show something. They have to show something, right?
Yeah.
They already showed us Scary Glow, so they got to show something else.
Yeah, they're gonna show us. They gotta.
They have to.
I'm gonna make them. They got to really.
I'm gonna shake them up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll come down there and I'll say, "You get your stuff up."
You put it out now. We want it. You give it. All right. Next. The pre-order has started for Mythic Legions All-Stars 3. And the reason why we bring it up here, not only because they are amazing figures, but this particular wave includes Dorina Onoris. I don't know how to say this. Dorina Honoris.
Well, that sounded pretty good with that voice.
Yeah. It's basically an homage to She-Ra. And then Lord Dragul, an homage to Hordak.
Hordak.
Yes. Yes.
Those are really cool. I
They
can't wait.
look really amazing. It's funny because like the last episode, it was like, what do you think? It was one of the questions. Like, what do you think would be the next? Like, I don't know. It could be this, and boom, they're like, guess what?
Yeah,
they look really good.
I'm excited. I'm pumped. Gonna get them.
Yes. And what else do we have? Oh, one more thing in news. The 10-episode, which is over 4 hours, docuseries Action Figure Adventure still has 9 days left to back it. If you're looking to have physical copies and support some amazing people in the process, they are currently over $7,000, which is well over their $1,000 goal. Also, you can show your support by purchasing an official Action Figure documentary shirt from Retro Rags Limited. I have backed this. There's going to be a lot of He-Man stuff in it. So I think it will be pretty amazing. So
yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I
personally have not backed it, but my wife is going to kill me, has.
Oh, there you go. Booyah. Little bonus. I did a little work for him. I did a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You got to talk about that.
Rob reached out to me after seeing some of my work, and he was like, hey, you want to do a poster for us? And I'm like, all right, what do you want? This is where I was like, well, I want us in an adventure car because it's Action Figure Adventure, and me and Jay, and that's Jay is the one who goes around and he's the one going to the shops and stuff, and,
right?
Driving to the car with some action figures in our hands, and I'm like, what do you want to drive? And is it Thunderhawk? Is that the name? From Mask. What's it?
Oh. I don't.
Is that right? I think I was right.
I don't know. Might be.
I think everything was called Thunderhawk in the 80s. At least something. So anyway, if I'm wrong, you guys are yelling at me. So
sounds right.
So I drew that and those guys, and then like we kept going back and forth. It was totally like he had this vision in his head, and he's like, I want this. So I'd like whip something up. He's like, all right, I want this. So I'd whip something up. But the thing that stayed constant was always, them in the vehicles. So in the end, it was a collaboration between me and him, but very fun. He's a great guy to talk to, a great guy to work with. And, I cannot wait to back this up because I've seen, the Power of Grayskull was those guys. I don't know if Jay was in that one, but it was definitely Rob and another director. I'm so terrible with names. So, but they did the Turtle Power doc. And
that was great.
Nintendo Quest.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Everything they do is good. This is going to be good too.
Absolutely. So definitely back it while you can. I think there's probably 9 days left at this point right now. So, and that would bring us to the end of our news.
End of the news.
Yeah. So what do you know what we haven't done in a while?
What?
We haven't done a random idea.
Random idea?
Oh, I missed that music.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's good.
What is our random idea?
So this comes from Dustin S. Yoke. He says, random. A great battle has taken place and you were knocked unconscious. When you woke up, the battle had moved far from your location and you are all alone. Civilization is too far to travel by foot. All the communicators are fried. Your only hope is to salvage the wreckage and pick a working vehicle to get back to the action. Using a heroic vehicle and an evil warrior vehicle, but it can't be from the same wave. What two vehicles would you combine to make your new vehicle? What features would you incorporate from each one? Weapons, etc. P.S. Just assume you have all of the mechanical abilities and know-how of a master builder/mechanic. Much love, D.
Wow, that's
Thanks, Dustin.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Ooh. So, I'm assuming every vehicle was out on the field at the same time and they all died.
Yeah, you get your pick.
Yeah, I had my pick from everything.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. and I can only pick one bad one and one good one.
Combine.
See, all right. I instantly want to go to the land shark and because it's wonderful. But what's it going to do in this barren wasteland? It's not going to intimidate anybody. It's just me and you, or just me, or whatever he's trying to say.
Right.
I want to be able to get some
Usage.
Yes. You want to go across stuff and be able to get over things. And
this is easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think all right, go for it.
The Spider.
Yep.
And the battle ram.
Oh, the battle ram, eh?
Heck yeah. Spider legs on the battle ram. Okay? So when the battle ram runs into terrain it can't get over, you really look at the battle ram. It doesn't have any clearance.
Right.
I mean, that thing's got to be pretty lame on articulation. It doesn't look... It looks like it's got these big, heavy wheels, and everything else. But, it looks like it gets stuck very easy.
Yeah.
So this thing's rolling along. Legs are folded up on the side. Boom, it runs into someplace it can't. Legs come out, pick it up. It starts walking, right?
Yeah.
Now you're walking over stuff, and you've got the battle ram, so you're just launching those missiles. You're just launching artillery at the enemy.
The orange one. Yep.
And then it's like, hey, stuff down here. I got to get in the sky. Boom, take off on the sky sled, and you're up in the air. It'll cover every kind of, the only thing it really isn't going to do any good in is water. It's unstoppable.
That's true. But even in water, if it was not too deep, you could still
walk. Yeah, you could go over some pretty deep water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Spider Ram is
the Spider Ram.
Awesome,
dude. You kind of had me sold already. I was definitely gonna say Spider. You need those legs, dude.
Yeah.
You can get around everywhere. But I was toying. I don't know. I was toying with the idea of having a Bashosaurus top, though, because I feel like you could do a lot of damage, but then you can't really get down to the ground and do anything down there. And really, your
Spider Ram covers damage. It's got artillery.
You're right. Well, yeah. Wind Raider doesn't really have any weapons, does it? At least not the toy.
Well, everything fires, even the ram, and in Masters of the Universe. So the you see that ram skull or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Firing bolts out of it.
Yeah. I don't. I guess I'm looking at toy for action. You might have it nailed. The Blaster Hawk. I mean, all you can do is fire discs out, and you can shoot the missile with the battle ram. All right, Dragon Walker. What's the point when you have Spydor? They're about the same speed, but
the battle ram is basically a troop carrier, and we've already said it's just you.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Man, we're not gonna bail from the from the Spydor part. That's basically a given. There's no other vehicle from the bad guy side. Like flight fighter thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that could fly, but I mean, so could the Wind Raider if you needed that. And in this case, so can the Sky Sled that comes off the battle ram.
I'm telling you, there's no beat in the Spider Ram.
I love how you just confidently already had the name chosen.
It's a thing.
This needs to be made. I need to see a custom of the Spider Ram. I think you got it, dude. I can't. There's no other bad guy vehicle that works for me, and the good guy ones, every one I name, they're just garbage. So that's it. The Spider Ram. It is.
The Po2 Spider Ram.
The Po2 Spider Ram. That's in our canon. Awesome. So thanks, Dustin. I guess that brings us on to listener feedback.
Listener feedback already?
Yeah.
All right.
That's our people. David Clark. He says, what do you think about the second wave of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate figures from Super 7? Oh man, they got Mutagen Man in that, man. How can you not love it? These Shredder. Dude, and now did you notice the extra Shredder head
Yes.
that they showed?
Oh yeah.
With the eyebrows
Oh,
over? Yeah. I mean, you look at that vintage figure, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It really is. There was no need for him to even have eyebrows. But they literally went over the helmet and then they painted it to look like it was skin, but it's clearly a helmet with eyebrows on it.
Yeah.
They did that exact head, just a different sculpt, but that same head. So that, I mean, there's two options. There's one that looks good and one that looks like crap on purpose, though. Who else was there? Leonardo?
Yes.
And comes with two heads too, right? Like the normal kind of toy looking face, which is kind of like surprised sort of looking, and then like an angry face.
Yeah.
And then what was the fourth one?
Oh, it was Bebop.
Yes, Bebop. And
Mutagen Man, Bebop, Leonardo, and
Shredder.
Yeah, that's it.
They look amazing, every single one of them.
Yeah, I'm in.
Very reminiscent of the vintage toys as they are supposed to be. Just with that added articulation stuff. It's going to make these so much fun. I love Mutagen Man so much. I really do. Everybody who listens to this obviously knows that Ninja Turtles is like my number 2. So seeing all this stuff is pretty exciting. That and NECA putting all the stuff out that they're doing. And
it's going to be tough. And if the room, for you got the Turtles, which I'm buying too.
Yeah.
And then for me, He-Man's coming back, and there's a lot of talk about 6-inch G.I. Joes.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
It's like everything is, if that's true, it's second coming.
Yeah, not to mention you're in the Thundercats.
Yeah, the Thundercats too. And it's bad.
Yeah. They are just getting us just left and right.
We're such suckers.
We are. So good though. Toys R Us may be gone here in the States, but I'm never gonna grow up, man. I'm forever a Toys R Us kid at heart, man. They told me in that song, and I felt it. Mark Allen. I feel like we've heard this question before too, though. It says, I've never seen a North American commercial that advertised Merman. Do you or anyone else know of one?
I thought he was in a commercial.
See, that's a good one. I don't know that there's not like a Merman.
No, I don't
but
think so.
I feel like I swear we've been asked this question before, or that I've heard it somewhere. But I don't know. He was a pretty prominent guy in the first comics and all that. So, okay, here we go. I just found one right here. It's Mr. Classic Ads, 1980s. He-Man Masters of the Universe Dragon Walker toy commercial, 1984.
Dragon Walker battle over He-Man and Skeletor and Merman, each sold separately. Batteries not included.
There he is.
He just threw a boulder.
New Dragon Walker vehicle for use with most Masters of the Universe figures.
That's so great.
From Mattel.
There you go, right there. So there he was. Merman was in the Dragon Walker commercial.
There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Podcasters of the Universe.
We're dropping that knowledge.
Yeah. We're good.
We're pretty much known for that. So
it's pretty much your thing. We pretty much know all the stuff. We want to know about rare collectibles and foreign variants and things and what production habits back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I hear Lou Scheimer used to always keep his left shoe untied. It was kind of a thing back from when he was in World War One, and he thought it was good luck. So there's some bombs for you right there. It was always a thing.
So there you go.
If you pointed it out, he fired you. Shoes untied. Get out!
You're done. Done. Oh, so there you go. I lost my voice. After Mark Allen, we have Dylan Wright. He says, not sure if this has been asked yet, but Toy Fair is coming up at the end of the month. What are some things you are expecting or wanting to be shown for the new He-Man line for the fall? Certain figures, vehicles, playsets. Well, they pretty much, there's a leak of what is coming, so I don't think there's going to be anything secretive at this point.
No.
I would just like to see some pictures of those things.
If that's true, I'm happy with what we're getting. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like I can't be greedy.
Right. I wish they would show us other things.
Where's Snakeface?
Exactly.
You know, I can't.
Where's the meaty orbs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, honestly, if all the stuff that we think is coming to fruition, I feel like this is.
I'm happy.
Yes.
Show me any of that stuff. I mean, just don't come out and say, here's Scareglow, because you guys already showed us that. Show us one other thing.
Yeah.
But that's it. Other than that, I mean, I don't think there's really any other toy lines or anything that I'm expecting stuff to come out.
Toy line? Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see the G.I. Joe stuff.
That would be pretty amazing.
I'm hoping that'll get confirmed.
If they make those really well, I'm afraid that
You're going to grab them too?
maybe, like some of them maybe, because I'm not the biggest Joe fan, and but I don't have anything against them. Like, I would watch the cartoon, and I played with the toys. I just didn't have all of them. I'd go to my friend's house, and they had them. You know, I just like the bigger, chunky toys and half-naked men, apparently. But I do them in that size, and I've envisioned it in my head what it would look like, and it seems like I might have to pick some of those up. So who knows?
Yeah.
I'm really curious, and this is kind of off topic, I guess. Not really, but like Ninja Turtles had this cartoon, The Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, real goofy, whatever. We know the style, Thundercats Roar and all that type of direction.
Oh, I think it's much better than Thundercats Roar.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good for what it is. But the toy line is like, there are no figures on the shelves right now. They're gone. Like, they don't. If anything, there's like one like a vehicle or something on the bottom.
Are they
shelf.
gone? You think because they sold?
No, they were peg warming.
Oh.
They put them down to like $5 at Walmart.
Okay.
But there are some that are still like, there's a last, I don't know if it's the last wave, but I know like there's a Shredder out, and there's like this other dude, Bull Hop or something. And they're kind of hard to find right now. And that's kind of how it was at the end of the other turtle line that lasted for a good strong 5 years, and was super popular. So I don't know. I'm curious if they're going to show any new Ninja Turtle stuff. Personally.
How did that? We're getting a little bit off topic here, but how many seasons did that run? Or was it just one?
The one right now that we have, I think, well, it definitely had one season. I believe they've started part of a second season, so there might be some episodes in that, but I don't think it's doing so hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if it's kids not liking it or if it's all the adults talking crap and maybe not letting their kids watch it. I don't know, man. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's just not good. Maybe I'm, just looking at it with,
I don't think the
blinders.
adults can really affect that too much.
No.
But I didn't introduce my kids to Teen Titans Go, but they watch it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like the last Turtles line, the one, the CG one.
Yeah.
That one was very, very popular with everybody.
Right.
Like kids and adults. In my turtle groups, like there's tons of people collecting those things.
Yeah.
And I don't see that with this. There's like 5.
We got this turtle show. It's really popular with adults and children.
Right.
What should we do next? Let's alienate the adults and try to get kids. Yeah, that's much better than getting the whole audience, Dan. Good job. You're promoted. Go get me some coffee.
Yeah. Well, I think Dan's fired now. I don't know, man. Like I said, it was okay, but it's just, I don't know what people want anymore. People wanted, they didn't want that other show to end. So anyway, we're way off topic, but
We are.
that's just another toy line. I would like to see what's coming up from Nickelodeon or Playmates, what they might show. Maybe nothing. Maybe that's the whole point. So, I lost my place again because I got animated and started pushing on my screen. Here we go. Joshua Even. Oh, well, we kind of talked about this, but I'll read it anyway. The recent news of Sony taking Masters of the Universe off the calendar, good or bad omen? At that point, I probably would have said probably good. And Vicky Bedrosian said, I'm not surprised that Sony dropped off Masters of the Universe movie. We had only one casting and no details, yet Netflix has been silent about the movie. Since we have 2 cartoons coming, do you know if the movie plans are officially dead? We do know, and they are not dead. So there you go.
This just in.
Yep.
Not dead. Yet.
Yet. Right.
Still dead.
... Yet. But there's still time. Justice Curry.
What?
Yeah, he says, hopefully Stefan, he spelled your name wrong.
Yeah, he likes to do that.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. Does he plug himself in this?
He doesn't, actually.
Wow.
He says, hopefully Stefan will not read this message and you can surprise him. Regarding the butterfly effect or ripples in time, can you talk about how you think your life would be different if He-Man never existed?
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ooh. I think that there would be a huge part of my imagination that's missing.
For sure. You got to think of like all the stuff like Masters of the Universe inspired in that time, like action figures and just all the other cartoons. You know, would Thundercats have happened if He-Man didn't?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I would probably be a bigger Thundercats fan.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not already a Thundercats fan, but it's not my number one.
Right. I mean, would I have gone down the more, Transformers route or, stuck with a tried and true Pac-Man, Hanna-Barbera stuff?
I think it would have been. It's so hard because He-Man was my early development.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
that's like the thing. Like I remember my dad getting me into it, and then boom, like it was over. That's all I thought about for you. I mean, but Pac-Man was a little bit in there, but Pac-Man he wasn't big and muscular and awesome and weapons and stuff. He just ate stuff. Probably turned out more like Pac-Man in my adult years.
Like I was drawn to other things. I loved Thundar the Barbarian.
See, and I wasn't huge on that because even though it was first, it felt like a weak He-Man ripoff. I watch it and go, this is like,
maybe that 1 year older that I am.
Yeah.
Makes a difference there too. I mean, at that age, when you're talking about 4 or 5 years old, that's a year is a big deal.
Yeah.
And so, there was Thundar and there was Herculoids, and I always was loved that fantasy, crazy planet kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He-Man was checked all the boxes. How would my life? I'm not.
I mean, think of all the toys you wouldn't have collected. You would have been getting other things, playing.
I'm fairly confident that I still would have been a G.I. Joe kid.
Yeah. I mean, there were plenty of other things that I liked and still do, but just to have that big prominent thing never there, like, I mean, I guess I could just easily say like, well, then, Ghostbusters came about and then Ninja Turtles and that's it. But man, it was all the drawings I used to do because of He-Man. Mm-hmm. I always like just those big muscular dudes and just beating the crap out of each other, which probably led to me getting into comics and stuff like that too.
Yeah. I think my tastes just would be different.
Yeah.
I drew because my brother drew.
Okay.
He was a good artist.
Yeah.
And he used to get a lot of attention for being a good artist. Like, he was like always in the school art show, and the family would always be like, he's the artist. So I'd be like, well, I want to draw something good too.
Right. I can probably draw.
So I still would. I think I still would have been drawn to art because it's funny now because now I still draw. He doesn't really.
Right.
So I think but it just I think my tastes in what I like to draw would be different.
For sure.
Maybe I'd have been a bigger Conan fan,
Good call. Yeah, it's so weird to think of that.
but probably not because I wasn't really introduced to the comics at that age.
Right.
There were no toys.
It was just such a bonding thing with everything there. You know, we had clothing and there was, Burger King stuff and just it was this huge freaking thing and bonding with my brother and playing with the toys and I don't know, man. It would be devastating, Justin. It would be devastating if that never existed.
Huh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to answer that.
No, you're just making us sad, really. All right. So thanks, Justin. Jimmy Phillips. He says, not so much a question as a comment. I really enjoyed the new figure reveal / reviews on the Facebook vid feed recently.
Nice.
Also, dug back a little bit and re-listened to the comic read along in podcast episode 46. Seriously have enjoyed that episode over and over just for the good times and extreme laughs. Thanks all. And I went, what episode was that?
Yeah, I
'Cause they
actually
just-
went back and listened to.
Did you? Was it the one with Justin on it?
It is.
And yeah, he said that and the mini comic read, and that I knew that was more recent. And I'm like, well, that's the one with Snout Spout, And so he did. He wrote in there, yeah, the one with Snout Spout. I'm like, you kept going. Yeah. Oh my god! I told him that's probably the hardest I've ever laughed in my life because I know that there were like tears in my eyes. I was dying, but so he's. I'm glad that people have like a favorite episode, that, and then someone also saying the record episode and all that stuff. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, those would be good. I haven't listened to those in forever. I don't usually go back, and I actually haven't been listening to the recent ones lately either.
No.
Like I usually do, just sound wise, see how it goes. Did I really sound like that much of an idiot? But just I don't know. I don't know what it is. So yeah, hopefully some more of these episodes will be good to go back to again. I don't know. Maybe not. So you are very welcome, Jimmy. Brad Collins. If one of the vintage mini comics were to be adapted into a live action film, which one would you want it to be? Who would you want to star as the main characters, and what would you adjust to make it the perfect movie?
All right.
Well, I'm already going with the first, somewhere in the first floor in that area.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the one where He-Man, the goddess gives him his harness. And all that crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Butt Cheek Skeletor.
Yeah, Butt Cheek Skeletor for sure.
That is
all the way.
His
Blonde
race of people that look all like him.
Yeah. I think that would be it. Now, if I had to pick outside of that, it would be the episode where Festo ends up in that arena.
That's really good.
And I think He-Man rides Stridor in there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got to fight Clawful.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in there.
The log gets caught in his claw and
Yeah. I like that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Into a feature film though. I could see. I mean, yeah. It's hard. It's how do you make that into a whole film? I could see a cartoon episode.
Yeah.
Any of those would. Probably though something I liked the. One of my favorites was always kind of the one with the insect people, and I really dig those. And was that the one? Did they have the demons in that one? The massive power demons, or were those in a different one? What was that?
That was my jaw.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I don't know what just happened.
You were looking at me and just like, I'm like,
I think my jaw just broke. Felt kind of good though. It's kind of like cracking a knuckle. I don't know why that happened.
you're just like,
Should I edit that out?
no! You cracked your jaw knuckle.
Wow, that's crazy.
That was awesome. Looked pretty cool. So,
All right.
what would you adjust to make it the perfect movie, and who would star as the main characters?
My gosh,
That's-
Noah Centineo as he.
Yeah, dude. It's so hard to say who you want because there's like I don't know any like current actors anymore really. Like I go Chris Hemsworth, but I mean, like he looks.
It is
hard,
so
but
hard.
Yeah,
We've been over it a million times.
and we don't have like a POTU canon of who should be in the movie.
We don't.
I would just get a bunch of crazy people.
I would get a no name.
Yeah.
I would find some aspiring actor.
Yeah.
Get him some steroids and some HGH.
There you go. That very first story, that origin story and all that with like the two halves of the power sword. Like if you take those first 4 mini comics and just kind of adapt them into one coherent story, like that could be great. At this point, man, they could do an animated one or something. That'd be awesome. That's what I do. Make it animated and then just have voice actors. Paul Rubens for all the parts.
Yes, Paul Rubens.
And Danny DeVito for the sorcerers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the logical pick.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah.
I think everybody who doesn't choose that isn't a real fan.
I don't think you even needed to say it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Harley and Michaela Jackson.
Ah,
Thoughts on Cyclone?
okay.
Awesome design and character or total lame-o? Should other members of his ancient and noble race be introduced? Yes. Maybe. Cyclone's awesome. So he's not a lame-o.
No.
No. He was like, he stuck out from the bunch. The blue and yellow and like the little red, little lenticular thingy. And like he spun around. Like that guy almost like he didn't fit, but because he didn't fit, he totally fit.
Yeah.
And he looked kind of like He-Man.
His face did.
But blue.
He-Man.
Yeah. No, he's awesome. And even despite the fact that I don't really like a lot of space stuff, he was kind of like your the lenticular thing anyway. It made it seem like he was more of a cosmic kind of guy to me anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe like this is me going across the globe or globes. No, he's awesome.
He's awesome, and I think that I think his people. I think that would be a cool. I really like the Anwar Gar story that they kind of told in the.
Yeah.
2000X.
I figure that's what he's referring to there. So that figure is completely different.
But I like
sort
that.
of.
I like that figure.
I really like that with like the thing that goes behind him, like I don't even know what you call it.
Yeah, I know what you're
Big
talking
circle
about.
thing.
I just love his helmet design.
Yeah. Yep.
It's really cool. So yeah, I would totally be pumped.
I like that recolor they did of him too. They did like a repaint in the 2000X where he's like red.
Yeah, I think I've seen that vaguely. I don't remember that
Pretty wicked.
too well. But no, yeah, he's great. He's awesome. He's one of my. We've talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
We've put him on. Over doing this show and doing random ideas. We've put him on many teams.
Yeah.
We got laughed at for. I think we put him up against the Avengers at one point.
Yes.
Yeah. And
yeah, we suck. Just according to Travis.
I swear I have
Travis.
a scar on my thumb from
From doing that, yeah. I have a callus on my thumb from always doing that. He was one of my out of the good guys because I don't have a lot of good guys. Where I'm like they were super cool. It was always the bad guys. They're just they were super cool. But he was one of the good guys.
You could stand up your bad guys and you could put
just-
him and he'd knock them over. It was just
yeah, he was the human helicopter.
this was really cool.
Yeah, super cool. And plus, you could twist his arms sideways, so like he could, his arms could either be out like this or sideways,
Or flexing, kind of. Because I had a little bit. They had a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit-
like above his head, and like he could.
Yeah.
Because he can only do this. But he's awesome. So there, he's not a lame-o. You take,
small hands though.
yeah, small hands.
Small hands.
Yeah, he didn't hold any weapons. It was
Reminds
just
me of-
okay. If I had one complaint, it'd be his weapon. He had a shield. Who needs a shield? Hey, look, you get a weapon, a shield. Yeah. Same thing with Stinkor. Here you go. Block stuff. Good luck.
Yeah, but his weapon is a stent.
Yeah, well, what happens if he can't stink? Like, what if he
I don't think that's a problem for Stinker. Stinkor.
Stinker. I like Stinker.
Stinker.
You don't think like you ever asked like, oh, I guess we'll have to address that in Poe2 canon.
Yes, we will.
I'm just thinking like maybe his stink's got to wear out. But even so, like, what if Cyclone can't produce some sort of like windy effects or something? What if I guess if he's captured, he can't use any weapons anyway. I just really want to.
Can't pick up a sword with those small hands.
I know they should have gave him some.
He's got Ben Talmadge hands. Exactly.
Picture hanging up over there. Yeah. So you watch your mouth, Harley and Michaela Jackson. It's dangerous. Gary, King Gary Skull Rickelman.
Oh, he asked a hard one, didn't he?
Yeah, he said. Well, no, I mean maybe in that one mini comic.
Okay.
In that one,
There's a lot.
it is said Tila is the goddess. Does anyone know the outside of Tila? This outside of Tila herself. So does anyone know the fact that she's the goddess other than Tila? The comic makes it seem like Skeletor may have known, but at the end, Tila and the goddess is now two beings. Help!
Are you confused?
A little. I remember
There's
they
so
made
many-
a clone of her.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's referring to that episode or
Right.
that comic. I'm sorry,
Right. Because he's just saying
because there's a
in that one comic. So he's referring to one comic, the one where we have the book in front of us. So I'm actually gonna see.
You're
if
gonna
I
look
can
in the
find-
book
yes.
right now and see if you can figure out what he's talking about. Paused it.
See, they have her in here. I don't know which one he's. God, these are so good. Can we just go back and reread all these? Wish I knew which one he was referring to. Wait, I said something. Oh no, he said by the goddess. Wasn't it just called something about Tila?
There is an issue like that.
She's got a nice butt right there. Could probably just look at like the table of contents. Oh. So that's where she hugs her and they become our daughter, great warrior, our daughter. Yeah, this has got to be the Tila one.
Which page are you on?
I'm on 180. Yeah, 180, the Tale of Tila. That's where she goes. Gets captured. And then he says he lured the goddess Tila here.
She's also referred to as the warrior goddess.
Right. But he said his plan was simple. I'd create a duplicate of the goddess using her power, but controlling her double with the power of my will. I would raise this duplicate from an infant and then take her as my bride, which is creepy. And they would conquer Grayskull. So the goddess was her own thing, looking like Tila. Then he made a clone of her, which made her the new Tila.
Okay, I think we can get.
All right.
So we're gonna assume that Gary's talking about the Tale of Tila.
Yes.
Next time, Gary,
Yeah.
give us a title.
Give us
Come
a
on.
title. We don't want to run through these.
That one comic. I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Basically, going back through it, it's the goddess existed, and apparently her name was possibly Tila, according to what I'm reading. But it was the goddess. She was her own thing, and he made a clone of the goddess, and then he was going to raise that clone from a baby up into adulthood, and then he was going to take her as his bride. And then so weird. So weird.
It was okay in the 80s to write stories like these.
I guess, yeah. And then they would conquer Grayskull and all of Eternia together. And then basically somehow, I guess Man-at-Arms busted in and then ran off Skeletor. So the baby was theirs now, and she was raised not by the goddess, but by Man-at-Arms. And then the goddess comes back. So they're two separate people. The goddess is coming back and talking about her, but you can't let her know, blah, blah, blah. And then at some point, like Skeletor would know at this point because he's the one who created her. So he knows they're two separate things. He knows the goddess. And then at some point they fight because remember that Skeletor is able to mind control the Tila. That was his whole point. And then the goddess runs up or is getting beat up by Tila almost, and then jumps up and hugs her, says, I must do this. And then they merge together and become her whole self again. And then they bust back out. So they were together, they merged, and then they unmerged. So, I mean, it's pretty all over the place, man. What can I tell you? They're two separate entities.
These comics are rife with continuity issues. You know, they were written. They were kind of made to sell toys. They just ripped some stuff out, had limited pages to tell their stories, and just went for it. And if you go to Filmation story, it's completely different. She was hatched. She really was. She was hatched from Zoar. If you go to 2000X, they insinuate that Fisto is her dad. I don't know if they've ever
maybe in classics
said for sure that that's the case, but
right. I mean, in classics, I think they toyed with that idea, but it
so
depends
there's a
on what
lot
canon is yours.
A lot of different stories for Tila.
Yeah, and I mean, just if that's what you're referring to, I mean, both of them were named Tila. So one wasn't Tila Na. It was just like Tila and Tila.
Yeah.
and at the end, even He-Man is, they say something about Tila will always be Tila, or will she someday merge with the goddess forever? And of course, it was never followed up upon, and they completely went with the cartoon. But, so yeah, I don't know if that's a good answer, Gary, but that's what you're getting.
It's the best we could do. These things are a mess. We love them anyway.
Yes. Philip Terrazas. Sure. How do I say this?
I wouldn't. Just, Philly T.
Yeah, Philly T! In Super 7 Wave 2 of Ninja Turtles, do you think the character Mutagen Man will have the feature to pour water or slime in him? It looks pretty clear to me that the casing on it, like, it's translucent. I hope so. I don't know any answers, but it does look like you can there's a tree with all his little guts and stuff like that. So I'm assuming you break them off and you drop them down inside. That would obviously give you the option to pour whatever you want in there. You're only limited by imagination, Philly T. So enjoy. I hope they do that with Bravado. Put some cool stuff in him. In the Origins.
Yeah.
They change heads and stuff. Never got to do that. I want to fill him up with some stuff. Martin Cantero's Paz. Could we open a request to change.org to ask Mattel to give Motu Classics license to Super 7 for another 3 years? I will support it.
I would support that. They need to do that. Get it back.
Yep.
Make some toys.
Absolutely. I definitely think that should happen.
Unless Mattel's going to do it, then I don't care.
Yeah. As
Somebody
long as they
should
come
do it.
back. Yeah. There's some figures that we definitely could have gotten. So, especially some Filmation stuff. That's breaking my heart. Ryan Davis. What do you think about the idea of Skeletor transforming similar to how Mumra does? Could give the two main characters, He-Man and Skeletor, a similar transformation, just channeled from different sources.
I don't like it.
Don't like it?
No. It just seems lame. They both got a transforming effect or transforming act. To me. It's like,
So, like, I kind of like, I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, it'd be interesting to see like Skeletor go from kind of frail and all that to all beefy. But since
then Adam does it too.
Yeah, since we have Mumra to do that in Thundercats, I don't think we need Skeletor to do it either. Plus, He-Man and Adam.
Skeletor always needs to be a threat. I mean,
exactly. Like if you don't have He-Man around, or I mean, even he is the one who can go toe to toe with He-Man. Granted he loses, but I mean, he'll go toe to toe.
Your bad guy needs to be scary.
Yeah, at all times.
And not that Mumra was really scary, but it's Mumra's gig.
Right. Yeah. If you can't exactly like mummify, you can't put the wraps on him and make him look Skeletor, like that would just be copying, So you just have to make it some like weak, frail looking. I don't like that idea because Skeletor gets beat up enough as it is. He needs to be a threat to all his, his lackeys as well.
Yeah.
Because if he's not, I mean, yeah. So
I hate to beat on your idea. But,
yeah.
But I'm telling the truth. I just don't like it.
If it was like an alternate universe type of thingy, and then He-Man was more like Lino, kind of had the Prince Adam brain, but the He-Man body or something. I don't know. Whatever. Nah. Out. Thanks, Ryan. Dennis Smith, looking forward to listening. Besides the mini comics, which run of comics is your favorite?
Oh. Yeah, I really like the DC, and I'm not sure the title of it, but the DC storyline they did of how She-Ra came to be. The Despara. Is that the Infinity War? Or Eternity War? Or
yes. Yeah, because they had Masters of the Universe, I think, and then He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and then, the
Eternity War, isn't
Eternity War or something.
It's not Infinity. That's
not
Marvel,
Infinity. Yeah.
isn't it?
It's been a while since I've read it. It came out a while ago, but...
That's the storyline I can tell you that I thought that they were hitting their stride with that, and I liked how Despara had to go in and fight that I think it was like that creature that was like the mother of Skeletor kind of thing.
Yeah,
and they went back into that was she the one that betrayed King Grayskull, and it just with the knife. There's just some pretty cool stuff there going on. I thought.
Dude, I forgot about so much of that. It's been so long since I've read it, but a lot of people dogged that series, but I mean, really, what did we have back in the day? You have kind of the early DC stuff, which was only a little mini series, and It was good,
Mhm.
but I think that was the one with like He-Man running to the cave to transform and stuff, and or Adam. And then we had Star Marvel, which was like basically a toy commercial. 2000X stuff, but I didn't read a lot of that. I did read like the Icons of Evil and stuff like that. I haven't read every issue, but
That point in my life, I was completely not paying attention to comics.
no,
In the early
yeah.
2000s,
I picked up a couple, but
and I hadn't stepped foot in a comic shop.
oh
And
really?
I was just married,
Okay,
you know.
I was single.
I stumbled upon the cartoon. So when I found the cartoon, and I probably explained on here before, I was never a very online, like it wasn't on my computer surfing the internet all the time. That wasn't
No,
me.
I wasn't.
So I didn't really know, I wasn't plugged in to things. And if I had known there was a comic, that probably would have made me go to a comic book store. Because I sat my butt down for that cartoon every chance I got.
Right.
But
See, I knew it existed. I wasn't really collecting comics though. Like, I remember going somewhere and seeing a few of them for pretty cheap. I just grabbed them and checked them out. Oh, that's neat. But I mean, I was well aware of all the figures and all the stuff for that line when it came out. My roommate at the time was collecting every single one of them, and I had a few.
yeah,
So. But yeah, I would probably at least somewhere in that that line there, or that comic, the DC stuff, newer stuff. Probably that Desparo stuff.
yeah, I
It's
think
probably my
that's-
favorite. That was just like, it's like everybody would talk bad about a lot of the storylines and things like that, but like not many people were like, Desparo sucks. They were
No.
like, she's pretty cool.
No, it was pretty common that people. I remember she was a very wanted figure.
Yeah,
Like, ooh, I'd like to have a Sparrow figure.
I would.
You don't have that one?
No. Yeah. Sad. I forgot all about her until like right now. I haven't even thought about her in so long, and now I'm like, I wanted her so bad. So now, oh, guess what I'm going to be looking for.
She wasn't that expensive a figure last I knew.
Right.
Could be changed, but
True. So thank you, Dennis. Nick Peterson says a crazy, wild-eyed scientist invents a time machine that's programmed to go into the 80s. A weird snafu happens, and you have less than 3 minutes to get back. Which Minton box Masters of the Universe figures do you quickly grab for the journey back home? 3 minutes. That's with your arms.
I would grab every He-Man and Skeletor I could find.
Just He-Man and Skeletor?
Well, they're some of the most expensive ones.
Oh, go right
If there was a Scareglow there,
yeah, Scareglow.
and then I would, try to get as many as I could, so I could keep one or two for me, and
Oh, yeah.
sell the rest on eBay.
And they're all gonna be mint on cards. So
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say like grab some play sets, but really,
No, because
you're
that's all
better
you're
off.
that's all you're gonna get your hands on.
Yeah, you're better off with like the handful. Of
What could you
figures.
hold? One Eternia?
I mean, maybe, but it'd be slippery stuff. You could get an Eternia under this arm, I'm assuming, and this one you could hold a lot in that left arm or whatever you want to do it. But they do, when you get a lot of those bubbles pushing against each other, they do like to kind of get slippery and bleep, you lose one here and there. So
I will say that the number one thing I would want to get my hands on if I could, though, would be that two-pack He-Man Battle Cat.
oh, for yourself.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah, I mean, here we are. We're like, we would scalp.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We just make a bunch of money. I mean, I think it's
I
kind
mean,
of was
like,
alluding to
what
anyway.
did Marty McFly do?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
placed bets.
Exactly.
We're scalping.
So, yeah, that's probably the scare glows, and I mean, it depends on where we are too. If we're overseas, obviously we're gonna grab some laser power variants and stuff like that too. But yeah, probably your main dudes: He-Man, Skeletor, and then Scareglow.
Any 8-back I could probably get my hands on, as many of them as I could carry.
Yeah, so good. I wish we could.
Me too.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right,
Who's next?
who's next? We got Rich Rampage. He says, just want to show some love. And keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
Heck yeah. And we have one more from Mr. Jim Bagtaz.
Jim Bagtaz.
Says, hope all is well with you, my friends.
It is.
It is. Although we have never met in person, you guys are always in my thoughts.
Thanks, buddy.
Keep up the amazing work around the universe.
We'll try.
We'll do our bestest because we're like that. And one quick thing. We got somebody that came onto one of our podcast Facebook groups.
Okay.
For PO2, and they have to answer questions like how'd you find out about the show and what do you enjoy most about the show. I have to say this Bill White guy.
Okay.
He's a nice guy. Check this out. He says he found out about the show by listening to Legion's cast.
Wow.
And the My Wife Is Going to Kill Me. So it's like kind of backwards. He found like those Mythic Legions and he backed up to this. And he says he enjoys most about the show is the warmth and humor of the hosts. Warmth and humor. I like that.
We're warm.
Is especially appealing. I like that you both come from a place of such genuine appreciation for the source material. By the power of Grayskull, keep up the good work. Great work, lads. Great work.
Thanks.
Had to get that adjective correct.
Thanks.
Thank you, Bill. That is really cool.
We're usually kind of sweaty.
A little bit sweaty.
We're both obese.
Yeah, you're thin. I can see a little bit of thin. You're losing some weight, right?
Trying.
Yeah.
You think you can see it a little bit?
I think so.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah. just like on your sides a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I'm not so bloated and pussy.
Yeah, pussy.
Pussy and bloated and sweating and
speaking of that,
skin's all weird, red face, about ready to have a heart attack.
Yeah, that's
I'm
me.
like 1 second back before that.
That's
like one step back.
Well,
just a little baby step.
hey man, baby steps is where it starts.
You know. So.
When you said pussy, I was watching Friday the 13th, part 7 the other day. I think it was 7, and it's like the one where they introduced a telekinesis, or not like what is it? Yeah, when you can control stuff with your mind, that's telekinesis.
Yeah.
Has this girl and she's doing that and she's fighting Jason, and this is when he's like not a real person anymore. He's more of like a monster, like a supernatural being, I should say. He's coming back to life and all this stuff. And like she tries to squeeze his mask to his face like with her mind, and like it squeezes on the back of it, and like pus starts coming out. It's like
cool.
Yeah. So when you said pussy, it just reminded me of that. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
All
right.
Okay.
That's it?
That's it, man. Let's see. We can do a figure review, or we can go right to the mini comic. I'm going to leave it up to you, baby.
I think we go right to the mini comic.
Right to the mini comic.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So. So fans have demanded that we continue with She-Ra, Princess of Power comics. So we're going to see how these go.
Yeah, why not?
If you guys let us know what you think, if you've got thoughts, and you hear this and you go, man, you guys really are horrible at those.
I don't think so. I think we have some potential here. It was a little fun last time we read one of these, learning about the powers of the shields and stuff like that. It's something we didn't really know about the She-Ra line, and I have a feeling it's going to get a little more cutesy, but that's just a hunch. So we're on page 899 is where the cover is.
Yes, sir.
For the Dark Horse He-Man Masters of the Universe mini comic collection. Or just grab your Princess of Power Journey to
I'm kind of breaking subject here, but back to the book.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you see the high prices?
I went on Amazon, I think.
To look for this book?
Yeah.
And you said you were finding like $75 for it?
Did you check when I
No,
said
I didn't.
No? Dude, I want to do this right now too, because I don't care.
Okay, so I don't remember what giveaway, but we gave one of these away recently. Was it a year ago, maybe?
Not even. Maybe not even.
I know it was only like $19.99. It was only like $19.99.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap. And the other day, I'm looking for him, and I'm like, dude, really? Okay, I'm not seeing him on eBay, so I'm gonna go on to Amazon because that's where they like to do that. Masters of the Universe book is what I put in. Right here, your mini comic collection. They're selling it for $72.95.
And there's no cheaper options?
No. I'm like, how does that happen? We literally just bought this thing for like $20.
It sold out?
Yeah,
Or is it?
new and used offers from around 70 from 73.41 plus shipping is the cheapest you can get. Just like that, yeah. So if you
Kind
got,
of makes me wish I would have bought another one.
because
Because mine's actually, because we use it so much,
yeah, mine's
it's
getting beat
actually
up.
starting to kind of fall apart.
Yeah, I dropped mine a few times, and they're heavy books,
Yeah.
so they take some damage. So, yeah, I don't know how the hell that happened, but like out of nowhere, I guess interest in He-Man has gone up. So, so anyway, the issue we're on is Journey to Mizar. It looks as though there are flying kitty cats with wings on the cover, with She-Ra flying on Swiftwind. Her sword is illuminated.
Were you Swiftwind?
No, I was She-Ra. What did we have a Swift? No, I think you were Swiftwind, weren't
Was
you?
I? Okay, I'll try.
If not, you will be. So here we go. Forgive me, I still got this cold thing. So. Etheria knows no greater splendor than the day spring first bursts forth across the land. Beauty abounds, beckoning Princess Adora to take to the fields astride her horse, Spirit. That's Spirit.
It is. A most wonderful spring ride, Princess Adora. Etheria is ever so beautiful this time of year.
Unaware that dark forces of evil brew, even as she rides. Who's that flying up there?
I wonder if it's Angela.
Angela. It is.
Angela. You want her, or do you want me to do it?
Go for it, because I'm She-Ra.
Okay. Oh, my wings! They failed me in my most desperate hour.
Oh no, the woman is in trouble. We must save her. Journey to Mizar. And we see the flying being falling down, it looks like to the ground.
She's pretty close to the ground.
Yeah, she's going down pretty quick. By the honor of Grayskull, I am She-Ra. Beautiful Princess Adora changes into She-Ra, the most powerful woman in the universe, and her horse Spirit becomes Swiftwind, her magical flying horse.
So she pulls her tiara down over her face like a mask,
Right.
like the toy did.
Yep. And now she's She-Ra. Make haste, my winged Swiftwind. There's not a moment to lose. Fear not, my friend. Swiftwind and I will carry you to safety. Swiftwind, to the Palace of Power. Quickly. So they capture the winged being
Mm-hmm.
on
Yep.
the horse, and they are
Yes,
flying.
they do.
The weary traveler bears frightening news, grim tiding from a far-off land. Breathless, she recounts her tale of horror.
I'm Angela, proud queen of the citizens of Mizar. Oh boy.
Yeah, she's got some dialogue.
My people are in grave danger. At this very moment, fierce feline foes surround our fair city, threatening to take it for their own. My people are not fighters without help. Wait, my people are not fighters without help. I fear Mizar is doomed.
Fierce feline foes. That's some good alliteration there.
Sounds like Catra, and she's up to her old tricks.
A cunning and wicked trickster, that Catra. We must go to Mizar at once and free your people from her evil clutches.
Your help comes as a great blessing. But the journey to Mizar is far and long. You will need a guide to Mizar, but I fear I am too weak to fly. Whatever shall we do?
Like they don't have a flying horse right
Yeah, I know. He's like, I'm right here.
there.
Hello.
Swift as an arrow, Swiftwind. Oh, quick as an arrow, Swiftwind will carry us both to Mizar. You will be home in a twinkling, with Catra none the wiser. Meanwhile, the heroic trio's travels do not go unnoticed.
I'm going to do a little something different with Catra's voice this time.
All right.
So, the despicable little Durgado and her pesky steed think they can't foil my plans, do they? Well, we shall see.
So she's looking in a crystal ball, and it looks like E.T. going across the moon, but it is Swifty and his riders. Oh, catbirds everywhere. We're doomed. Catbirds.
Catbirds.
These are awesome. They're literally like house cats. Like they're not even big cats. They're house cats.
Yeah, they're house cats.
with big white bird wings. All right. We may be outnumbered, but we can't give up. And so she just put her mask over her face again.
Yeah.
So the She-Ra persona is just it doesn't seem like a secret thing or anything. It's just
basically
She
putting
just-
on a
yeah,
mask.
puts on
every
her
now and then.
mask. And with the person sitting next to her, she just met her.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, this is what I do also. Okay. We can't give up. Not without a fight. Oh, be gone, beastly birds, or look to your lives. Oh, man.
This is
Threatening to
interesting.
kill him, yeah.
This next one is very interesting.
Okay. I can feel Swiftwind's power fading.
Why is it fading?
And why can she feel it? The power of these vile birds and the strain of carrying 2 riders is much too great. Only one thing to do. It looks like she jumps off. Angela, hold fast. Take Swiftwind and go on without me, and stand strong against Catra's dark forces. I will meet you at Mizar. Can it be that Catra has thwarted She-Ra from saving Mizar from destruction? Will She-Ra reach the troubled city in time? We'll tell you after these messages. Might as well say that. So we have She-Ra lifting her sword. Might be landing now, I'm not sure, or she's just jumping. Using the power of her sword, She-Ra drifts down, there you go, to the forest floor below. Catbirds circle her as she falls. So her sword allows her to float.
Yeah, it's like a parachute.
Yeah,
But it
but it doesn't turn into a
No,
parachute.
it just
That works for me. Hey.
brings her gently down to the ground.
And apparently she has another sword on her side. See that?
I do.
Interesting. All right. The good people of Mizar need my help, but how am I to find my way from this dark forest? Oh.
The map of light, my dear. It is your only hope.
Who? What?
Come here, my child, and heed the voice of the unknown.
The voice of the unknown.
Fear me not, as I am the voice of Ethereus long past, the seer of its future. I wish you no harm, but I warn you, you face grave danger. You must go quickly from this place and find the map of lights. It will lead you to your destination.
No, we didn't say what this being looked like at this. Just
It
heard
goes
your
to
voice.
Christmas past.
Yeah, it's like it's a lady.
Yeah.
It's a white or like a glowing lady of light with like a I don't know, like a wizard sleeve. She looks like Shadow Weaver without a hood.
Without a hood on, and she's full of light.
Yeah.
She's light spinner. I don't know.
Maybe. All right. So we have to find the map of lights. Okay. This map of lights. Where do I find it?
At the moment of the river flow.
The moment or the mouth?
At the mouth of the... Listen to me.
I'm listening. Sorry.
At the mouth of the river flow, on a brisk walk from this very spot. Take great care, my child. The map is guarded by a dreadful dragoness of the fire-breathing kind. You must not try to overpower her, for she is quite strong. Use your wits to outsmart her instead. The poor old dear is a little short on brain power, you see.
So she's a bit. My thanks to you, soothsayer. You fill my heart with hope.
Be brave and heed my warning. Once you have the map of lights, guard it most closely. Lose it, and you will be trapped forever in this dark forest. Now go and take this magic net with you. It will protect you from your enemies.
So She-Ra's got a sword that can basically, kind of do anything, or who knows. But she needs this magic net.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'll take it.
Oh, this thing looks neat. Okay. She-Ra makes her way to the river flow and... Wheeze. What a pitiful creature. She's so very ugly, it almost breaks my heart. It's no wonder she's so nasty. This isn't something good to teach your kids these days. But there's the map. Right underneath this big dragon.
Whoa! Who goes there? Who dares disturb my beauty sleep?
Beauty sleep, dear dragoness, you are a frightful mess.
Well, I know I'm ugly, yes, it's true. But how dare you?
She's crying. This is terrible. How could you let yourself go so?
What? She-Ra is saying, how could you let yourself go?
She's like ashamed of her.
Wow, talk about shaming.
Oh my God. How could you let yourself go so? But I can change all that if you are prepared to give me something in return. Will you trade the map of lights for a little beauty magic?
Well, I don't know. I suppose I'll never use the old thing anyway. Can't make hide nor hair of it. Anyway. Yes, keep it. Now make me beautiful.
This is crazy. Okay, so you have this big ugly green dragon. It's crying. It's getting shamed by She-Ra. Like she's literally got her finger pointing in her face.
Yeah, She-Ra is.
How dare you be ugly?
She's a mean girl.
This is no role model for children. Okay. So She-Ra snap poof.
And this thing turns into like a butterfly kind of winged bug.
Moth furry worm thing. That's
got a big smile. Now.
Arguably uglier than the dragon.
It's way less cool, I'll tell you that.
That's one less dreadful dragoness to deal with. Now for a look at this map. So stupid. Now for a look at this map and on to Mizar.
Wow, these things are long. Feels like I've been reading this for 9 years.
Yes, it is lengthy. According to the map of lights, my journey to Mizar must begin from this very spot. Why, look, a water raft. So she hops in the water raft.
You shall not escape us this time, She-Ra! The map of lights is as good as ours!
You shall be trapped in the dark forest.
Oh, no, you don't. How about a little hot-foot barbarian bird?
What? Okay.
What she,
My feet! They're burning!
she touched the feet of the flying bird cat with the map of lights.
And I burned the foot of the cat, of the bird cat.
Okay. So She-Ra is now going towards some rocks. The crashing rocks! No time to waste. Must ride these rapids. And now she's using her sword as an oar.
Yeah, she's gripping the blade. That's not.
No, it's not safe. She is a bad influence on kids. It's rushing water. It's very rapidy. And hope to make it safely through in time. And woof, all the cats are slamming into the rocks. As her band of evil thugs attacks Mizar, Catra watches She-Ra's every move.
So, you escaped my birds of prey. Well, She-Ra, I'm not through with you yet. Try this.
I love how I do kind of like how she's like the main antagonist though, just because it's so weird. She was always kind of like just a secondary character, and now she's like right there.
Yeah.
So, wow. So she's got some magic, and she just conjured up some sea creatures, well, some Loch Ness sea creatures, possibly of the Loch Ness variety. Anyway, this is
She did
crazy.
conjure up some seed. Looks like there's 3 of them.
Yeah. I'm tired of all this toil and trouble. I cast a spell. Sea foam and bubble. Swallow up these fearful beasts. Make of them a scrumptious feast. They'll make a tasty monster stew. I must be gone. There's much to do. That's not so bad, even if I do say so myself.
You can tell these are written for girls because they're so wordy.
Exactly.
They just talk too much. It's like, I just want to go back to, take that,
Yeah.
you fiend.
Yeah. Have at you.
Bam, slam, pow. I like that stuff.
She has spells where she's like, boil, toilet trouble. So she basically took them out by making the water bubbly and rough, but they're sea creatures. So, but there they are, taken down by the sea. Land ho! As the water settles down with a.
Enough of this meddlesome murder. She sets one foot on this shore and she is doomed.
And Catra puts on her mask and turns into a house cat.
Yeah, what the heck? Where's the big cat?
She just turned into a house cat.
Perfect. The map of lights is mine, as Mizar will be. Even as we speak, the final siege begins. She-Ra, you are too late.
I think not, cruel Catra. It's not over yet. Swiftwind and I will see to that.
That's supposed to be a whistle.
I can't.
Can you do it?
I can't do it.
Well, it says tweet.
Okay, tweet. Swift.
Yeah, why didn't you just go?
I just wanted to try to do it.
Try to do stout
Yeah.
spell.
So there comes Swiftwind, comes down, and She-Ra's got her. She's holding the net, but she hasn't done anything with it
And
yet.
she's got her mask up again.
Right.
I
It's
don't know why she's always adjusting that mask.
right. It's up. It's down. Like there's no rhyme or reason to it. So, Swiftwind comes down. She jumps on him, and Catra, who could do some crazy spells a minute ago and was just a cat, is now back to human form. To Mizar, and hurry!
Curses! Foiled again, but mark my words, you troublemaker! We shall meet again!
She's pointless. Okay. At Mizar. Perhaps the seer's mysterious net will stop these vile villains in their tracks. Oh, the cats are they're
The cat-
climbing. Okay.
Are those cat birds or are they just cats?
These are now, they look like just cats.
Interesting.
If it works, I have a plan to lay the evil beast to rest once and for all. So she's dropping the net on these cats.
And these cats can talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, go.
Whoa! What's this? Stuff's tough as rubber!
I can't break free!
Those were the cats talking.
Yes. The two cats that were threatening all these people. These two house cats. Okay. She-Ra with her mask down. Oh, well, I forgot to say that Angela and her crew, whoever they are all smiling upon watching these cats. Oh, there's several cats down there. You just didn't see them. Only two of them talked. Okay, so then She-Ra. On the great powers of Etheria, I now do call to turn these vile beasts into a fortress wall.
Wow. She's a poet and I don't even know if she knows it.
Yeah. Their powerful evil ends with this charm. Turned to stone, they will protect Mizar from harm.
Wow. Wow.
So she has turned them into like the four prisons thing, the
Gargoyles.
gargoyle.
They're kind of like gargoyles, right?
Well, I mean, I guess, but I was thinking like a Mount Rushmore type
Oh,
of thing, kind of.
gotcha, yeah.
Because if you look down there, like they are kind of more of a Mount Rushmore
Oh, yeah, I
type
see,
of.
I see what you're saying. Hurrah, She-Ra! It worked! That was Swiftwind.
Yes.
I'm trying to keep his voices down, but Angela. Oh, God. Oh, kind She-Ra, noble Swiftwind, you saved my people and our fair city from harm. We owe you many more thanks than we can ever repay. Please stay and be our guests. The key to our city and our hearts is yours.
Angela, remember this moral. A friend in need is one indeed, and we are happy to have served you. We most gratefully accept the key to Mizar, but I am afraid we cannot stay. Catra does not dare return to harm you. The spell I cast will see to that, but there are others in Etheria who will need our help. You must take and hold your friendship in our hearts till we meet again.
Goodbye. Farewell.
Goodbye, dear friends.
Wow.
The end. Wow. So we learned some stuff about She-Ra today.
She can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Looks like the art changes.
Yeah, the art definitely changes in the next one. And it's, oh God, they're ugly. Speaking of ugly, man, She-Ra was kind of mean, huh? She's- wow.
That's
Just-
hilarious.
I had no idea. I mean, I'm glad we decided to keep going because that was pretty good.
Hopefully it'll be entertaining.
I was entertained. I think that's all that matters is that we were good. So
Nice.
yeah, well,
Well, that's it.
that is. That's it. Yeah. Man, that's a good tune. Although it breaks my heart because we're leaving y'all. But we'll be back. Couple weeks.
We will be back. Couple weeks.
Yeah.
If all goes well, we will have a special guest on the next episode.
Ooh.
It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm not gonna spoil who it is,
That's good. I like that.
but that's the plan.
Consider becoming a Patreon patron of the universe, because then you can hear our exclusive extra content if you want to hear us riff about other things other than He-Man.
Yeah.
And She-Ra, obviously.
Yeah.
Other than that, I love you, Steve. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thank you for being a friend.
Man, travel around
down
this
the road
world.
and back again.
My heart is true. You're a pal and a
Confidant.
confidant.
So stupid. All right, guys. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for everything. Like I said, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. You get lonesome for my voice, you can catch me over at My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me and Legions Cast.
Oh, yeah.
New podcast all about Mythic Legions. So yeah. All right. Well, it'll be a short time. You'll be hearing us again. But until then, we will see you around the universe. What?
I'm like out of it today. There's like been so much different crap at work, and just I don't know. I'm like, I was feeling wicked. I don't know if I'm getting sick again or whatever the hell is going on, but like I really want to talk about all this stuff, so I'm glad that we did this. So much good stuff. I'm glad we're reading the She-Ra too. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. She's such a bitch. Should have gave her a Valley Girl voice.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
god.
Catra,
Yeah, what
you
a
are
day.
like, oh my god, you've let yourself go. What is that? Is that the mask decayed?
And the Ninja Turtle music slowed down like 400%.
That foam deteriorated.
Yeah, that's creepy. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.